Welcome to the Shawnee Talks podcast, episode 14.
14.
Episode 14.
You got your host, Shawnee.
You got your co-host, Woo.
You have
Spooky.
your host, Woo.
You got your host, Woo. I'm sorry, boss. You got your host, Woo. 5'7.5", brown eyes. What happened, baby?
I gotta address something.
You address it, baby.
Matter of fact, let's do this part first.
Yeah, you don't ever interrupt my 5'7.5" brown eyes.
Sponsored by Top Tier Smoke Shop.
In partnership with Union Street Podcast.
You and Al.
Yeah.
You and fucking Al.
Well, what?
Stop saying that I'm the boss and y'all my employees. Y'all
I never said I was
earlier
an
you
employee.
went for it. Yes, you did.
No,
Wait,
I
Al,
didn't say it. He
Al,
said it.
Didn't he agree?
Mm-hmm. I didn't say it.
Yes, you did.
I agreed with him. I didn't say it.
And I said, you're employed for what? You said, I'm employed.
I'm employed.
I said, for what?
I did say that. I said I was employed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not your boss.
You
Y'all
the
not
boss.
my employees.
Yeah.
Episode 14.
It is called Shawnee's Talk, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the Shawnee Talks podcast.
That's right.
I'm on this side, and Al's right there, and you right here.
Shawnee Talks.
Shawnee Talks.
Listen, Shawnee Talks.
And we talk.
And Union Works.
Yeah, that's it. And I talk, and I go with what you say. I can't say certain shit. It's you the boss. You like the principal. We just the students and the workers. When we start getting paid, you're going to get paid the most. We going to get paid. We just break it down to that. It's going to be based on what you want to give us.
Peanuts.
That's how it's going to work.
Slave wages.
I can't believe that y'all went with this.
I told you I was drunk.
Episode 14. You get what I'm saying? 13? It's 14. 13?
14.
It's 14. See, you cooking.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah,
14.
cooking.
Episode 14.
Episode 14, man. Shout out to Freshie. See,
that's
you're not
right
paying,
too.
That's right too. You're not paying attention to the rules and regulations.
And Al
Don't
just gave
clap.
it
Right?
No, you don't clap, Fresh.
Oh.
Shout out to Freshie with the 2 S's in the back. Freshie's with us today. If y'all don't know, y'all need to know who that is. That's the famous questionnaire. He got me today with the spelling shit. What's crazy is I was a spelling bee champion 9 years in a row, right?
Wait, I gotta see that.
No, real talk. On anything I call my mother right now. She'll tell you.
Hey, yo, Shawty, we gotta see that.
On my kids, Fresh. Real talk. On my kids. I was a spelling bee champ. I won like 4 or 5 spelling bees.
Put his what's name up.
Yeah. Like 4 or 5. My mother watches, so she'll tell Shawnee if I'm lying. I won a lot of spelling bee championships at PS number 22. Anybody that went to PS 22, they know I ain't lying. When I was there. PS number 22, I was a spelling bee champ. So
it's 22. Bro.
That was 22 school. What you mean? I was in grammar school.
It's 22.
I was in grammar school.
It's 22.
It don't count.
It's 22.
I gotta say high school.
Wednesday.
I gotta say no. I wasn't. I gotta say high school.
Spelling shit like Wednesday.
No, I was a straight A student too. So what you saying?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Not in Lincoln. Lincoln, I was an F student. In Create, I was a straight A student. Like real straight A student. Real high GPA.
Pussy in high school.
Yeah, a lot of it. A lot of it. Like I think that's
you started getting a lot of pussy in high school.
What? Like a tremendous amount. Like I wish I never would have got a lot of pussy in high school. I wouldn't.
So the only thing you wasn't just dunking balls.
I was really dunking balls. Like I was dropping balls off. That's strike 2.5.
No, it's 2.5. We be on the same type of time. Bro, you gonna give me head?
You can't do that, Fresh.
What the fuck did I
do? You just gotta chill. Shout out to Fresh with the 2 S's. He in the building with us. Love my brother Fresh with the 2 S's.
I love you too, big bro.
See, that's strike 2.7. You cannot respond. Just take the shot out. Just say what I'm saying. You gotta just chill. Just pretend you at the Oprah show. Al didn't break it down to you right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of the Shawnee Talks podcast is being recorded in front of a live studio audience. Pay no attention to the audience responses to the hosts, questions, and interactions, whatever.
Who the fuck is the audience?
Who the fuck is the audience, y'all? Fresh.
He in the audience.
He can't talk.
I mean, we out here.
Yeah, don't talk. Just for chill.
He's observing.
He's observing today.
Okay.
This is live though. This is
broccoli out his mouth. I'm just saying, it's people on this side responding to people on that side.
Yeah, he dropping shit. You see?
Yeah.
Today,
still talking. Niggas still talking. They get everything. we gonna put your ass on the spelling bee in a second.
Today was a wonderful Sunday.
Yes, it was.
Me and Al had fun today.
Yes, we did.
Shout out to Belasia.
Shout out to Belasia, man.
Poetry Belasia on Instagram.
Yes.
Shout out to
Belasia.
Belasia. She had her Instagram. 3rd annual Write It Out event.
Yes.
Shout out to all the ladies that was there. Shout out to you guys being honest with yourselves, and writing things out, participating. The energy in there was beautiful. The activities that we did with the writing, with the letters, writing on the plates to break them, and all those types of different things. It's just an amazing event. So again, shout out to Belasia. Thank you for having us. We actually worked the door. Me, Al, and Wu was working the door. You
almost said Omar. I'm confused.
Yeah, me, Al, and see, fucking me up. Me, Al, and Wu worked the door. We was responsible for giving the flowers and introduction, hold the door before they went in. And we had fun today before we came to record the podcast. We had a good time. My boy Al showed out. Did his big one. My boy did his big one. Now he back there. Still did his big one when we got back. I hope everyone is okay. It was a fire on Forest and Bergen. I pray that people made it out. I don't know if they lost the house or anything. It was a bad fire. I just pray that everybody was able to make it out and no one was harmed due to that. So prayers to them as they go along this tough journey that's in front of them. But I really hope that everybody made it out and everybody is safe.
Absolutely.
You had something you wanted to say, right?
Shout out to Malaysia, man. Like, it was a really beautiful event today. We was outside giving out flowers. We got to see the beautiful young ladies come in the door. The event was beautiful. The words of encouragement that she spoke was very encouraging. It just was a vibe today. And even though, it was me, you, and Al, as far as 3 men being there, amongst all the ladies, it still wasn't like we was out of place. You get what I'm saying? We got to interact. We got to, put our little input on it. But for the most part, everything was perfect. The food was great. The vibe was great. The energy was great in there.
That was some good ass punch.
There was some good punch in there too. Everything was just that was a beautiful movement that she started.
On the first, on a Sunday.
On the first, on a Sunday, set the tone. It was the 3rd annual Follow Belasia by Poetry. And I encourage more women to attend the next one. It's very well needed. It was a beautiful event. If you guys didn't see it, y'all should check it out. Go on her page. I'm pretty sure she's gonna have some stuff up there for you guys to see. But there was a lot of things going on. They got to write out some personal things. They got to release some things. So it was a beautiful event, man. Shout out to her for inviting us, for letting us see that and just be a part of it.
I liked it too. I participated actually. So the second one, when you had to write a letter to yourself and put a date on it for when you want to open the letter, I participated in that one. Then I wrote on the plate to break the plate. And then if y'all see his Instagram, that's why he had flowers in his mouth, because we was being the flower boys at the door. So that's why he was being sexy.
Don't think I had flowers in my mouth because I was about to go bring them to somebody. That is not accurate.
And I told y'all last episode, leave him alone.
That is not accurate. I didn't have flowers in my mouth because I was bringing them to anybody. I was giving out flowers. Don't get it fucked up.
We did a great job.
Yeah. Al
and now
set
moving
the tone.
forward, with Al's the host, and then me and Wu is still the Flower Boys.
Yeah, moving forward. Al's going to host the 4th annual Poetry by Belasia, and we're going to give out the flowers.
Right.
Because he showed his ass today.
She just came in here to thank us, and she just told him that he's the host. Moving forward. And we're the Flower Boys. So. Yeah, and he did a great job. He was about to laugh them out their drawers.
So just pay attention to the reel this week. I'm going to include I'm going to include him shouting in that clip. Don't worry about it. I'll provide you guys with that information. He's dancing now, so we just got to show y'all that I got some shit. You know what I'm saying? I got some shit.
Some shit?
I was recording while we was outside. He don't know that the shit he was saying. I got a lot of shit. So y'all going to see that it's not me. Maybe you guys don't understand.
Yeah,
maybe Al has signs behind the camera that I'm reading. He's telling me to say certain things. He's texting me to say certain things. So y'all have to understand it's not me.
Alright, so let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
Is it okay if for today's episode I introduce the topics and we just speak about them?
Oh, that's freestyling.
Do your thing.
Oh, you motherfucker.
That's good for today?
You motherfucker. See, that's freestyle.
I know
got a question.
what's coming.
Don't do it. I'm gonna tell you something right now, right?
Yeah. It's not personal. It's not personal,
I'm
bro.
gonna tell you. Oh, don't do no bullshit. I'm telling you.
Oh
I just
my
had a
gosh.
question for you. I'm asking everybody a question, right? Right. I had one question.
All right.
I'm gonna ask you.
Why you got tears in your
No,
eyes?
because I don't know. I'm gonna do some bullshit. So I'm asking you one. If I gave you $100,000, a back shot. No, I can't ask you that.
What the
Fresh.
fuck?
If I gave you, let's ask Fresh. Can we get Fresh right here for a quick second? No, maybe not. Let me ask you, Alan Fresh. If I gave y'all $100,000, a back shot, right? How many back shots do you think you could take?
100,000.
Well, like punch me in my back.
Wait. 100,000 per back shot.
Back shot.
How many back shots can
We take,
Wait,
yeah.
this shit sound wild.
I ain't liked how that sounded either. I ain't gonna hold
Let's
you.
put pause in this first.
You can't pause it.
Don't talk about pause. Like pause is some gay shit. Like, pause the video.
You can't pause gay shit when it's gay shit.
This gay shit.
Yeah, he talk about hits in the ass. How many back shots can you take if you get 100,000 per back shot? Listen, you gotta listen.
I didn't even answer those shit like that.
So listen,
He gonna put that shit on his next trivia.
You gotta keep in mind. You obviously you want to change your family like generational wealth.
No, I'm good up to
Wait, where the fuck did this come from? I just go far left to like. If I give you $100,000 back shot, that's a lot of fucking money. I ain't saying I'm considering.
Nigga said that's a lot of fucking money.
Take one and spend 10 on the lottery type shit.
Oh shit, yo.
I'm still waiting for the answers.
Yeah,
Oh no, it's not gonna happen. Hey yo, back shots is crazy. Talk about generation.
You gotta redo that sentence.
Yeah.
That shit not coming out right.
What? That came out right?
It's
No.
exactly what he said.
Exactly what I'm saying.
If you take
If I gave you $100,000 per back shot, how many back shots could you
I didn't
take?
hear the per.
Yeah.
I heard him say if I give you $100,000 back shots.
No,
Yeah,
per back shot.
I didn't hear per.
Like each is 100,000. How many back shots could you take?
You said
Every one. 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000.
for the family.
For the family, how many back shots you think you're gonna be able to take?
I'm not answering that. What you looking at me for?
Nigga, you asked for the clarification.
Because I didn't hear the per. I'm over here thinking
Nah.
like nigga hit the nigga in the back.
Nah, nigga talking about that. That's what I said. Nigga need pause on that. Where the fuck that even come from? Nigga said, I got a question today.
You can't pause gay shit when it's
Gay shit. You can't
Al,
pause it.
you can say whatever.
Al,
fuck
do
you
your
want.
thing. Let's go. Let's rock and roll.
It's not right.
Today, Al is in control. He's asking the questions. We're freestyling today.
So, Cardi B,
Yeah.
moving on.
Damn, that's crazy.
Stephon Diggs,
Yeah.
she on a boat, living
Yeah.
her best life,
Living her best life.
right?
Damn.
People are speculating that she divorced the same situation that she's married to now.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do we feel about that? How do we feel about Cardi B's situation and her newfound love? You know what I'm saying? Moving on to the same thing she left. How does that work? How do y'all feel about that?
I feel like a lot of people feel like, number one, they're not married. Number two, it's clear they're not I don't believe they're in a relationship, so they just feel like she just out here doing her, and she just on timing because of what she went through on her marriage. But it does kind of look crazy, like she contradicting herself from everything you just took from your husband. You with your new nigga, and you're blatantly just accepting the shit that he's doing. So it makes her, now she looks stupid twice. It's like you got out your marriage. If you get out of marriage, you get away from your husband, you say you're moving forward, she's clearly not doing the working on her part. So she's back outside. You can't come back outside looking stupid the same way you was looking stupid in your marriage.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fresh. What you gotta
I
say?
feel like rapper money ain't nothing like NFL money. I think she just, you get what I'm saying? Because even with her arguments with Offset, It's money shit, bro. Like, and that rapper money, you could tell by the jury, bro. These rappers don't got nothing compared to these NFL niggas,
that
bro.
too, but let's take it on another different type of level, right? Understanding, right? The difference is, I'm gonna tell you the difference. The difference is when you're married, right? This is what niggas do. This is maybe what he did. Now, being in a relationship with Offset, he didn't lead or probably wasn't honest about who he was, right? So when you're in a marriage, you're not easily, like, she thought that she was getting one thing and got another, right? But now that you're out that marriage, this person is brutally honest with you. Yo, this is what I'm about. This is my lifestyle. You with it or not? Obviously, she's with it. You get what I'm saying? So you can't say you left one situation to be in another. You left one lying situation to be in an honest situation. Because we've all been there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I've left situations to where I was lying, and now I'm just outside telling the truth, and I'm 100% honest, and I'm just out here living life and enjoying it. But I'm brutally honest.
You got a point.
You get what I'm saying? So when you're in something and you playing a role and you're trying to be one way, and then you find out a nigga is lying to you, catch him cheating, you catch him doing shit that he says he's not doing, and then you meet a nigga who's just straight honest with you, like, Ma, this is what I'm doing. This is my lifestyle. I'm out here playing. I'm out here doing X, Y, and Z. You with it or you not? You want to have fun? What's up? I ain't looking for no relationship to get married. Oh, I'm with it. That's different. That's a different game you playing. That's a totally different game. So it's two different. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You get what I'm saying? It's different. It's a lot different. I could tell. That's a personal. I could tell you from personal experiences,
okay,
nigga.
So being that she was married before, how soon is, like, we get it, like, people being like,
They been going down the drain though.
But we know that people be in relationships and they move on. How do you feel like she's moved on too soon, having been just newly not married?
Hell no. Let's just be honest, bro. Let's just be honest about the female aspect of it, even the male aspect of it. I'm not gonna be sexist up here. I'm not gonna be a womanizer. But at the end of the day, let's just be real. If a woman is unhappy, right? And I'm gonna throw some jelly on top of the peanut butter, right? That's some new shit, right? I just came up with that. That was cool. So I'm gonna throw
Nigga,
some
don't
jelly.
wink at me. What's wrong with you?
So, in all reality, right? As we say, like, say you got a woman, right? And sometimes you could be in a relationship and you ain't do nothing to your female. You could be like, what's wrong? She got an attitude. You ain't do nothing to her. It's her side nigga that did it. He made her mad. So just understand that no matter what situation you in with a woman, it's always a backup plan, my nigga. They always got a nigga in the cut that's ready to take your place, that's ready to play that position. So understand that. She been moved on. She been left you. Mentally, may not be probably still fucking her, but mentally she's gone. She's gone. She left already. So when y'all actually do get to the point where y'all like are truly separated, you get what I'm saying? It's over. So that's just that. So it ain't no, like, I get what you're saying, but in all reality, they be gone already. So when we find out that they left and she moved on, nigga, that shit probably happened a year or two ago that she moved on from him.
And the type of female that she is, she just probably feel like
that nigga cheated, she caught him, and she out.
Says it a lot. Like, she gave that shit her all.
She gave it her all. You ain't never heard nothing about her.
They was married for a long ass time. That nigga disrespected her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So just the type of female she is, like, we all know where she came from, stripping. So she on some she back outside type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So this is her after marriage, getting in a journey of divorce type shit. I'm just outside type shit. But from the questions that you asking, it's just that the shit is in the media because of who she is. It's like they're both celebrities. So to be going on rants every few months to a year, back and forth with this nigga cheating, back all that, and then you would, put it out there that you got a new nigga, and then seeing what this new nigga do, it's kind of like, to everybody, because you're the type of person that let everybody in your life, because y'all celebrities or whatever, is just like, yo, everybody just looking at her like she dumb right now. But like I agree with who say you can be in a relationship, because that happened with me. I was in a relationship when it came to the time for me to call it quits. Mentally, I was already gone months before that, and it goes back to
So you been moved on.
my famous line of, "I give a motherfucker 1,000 chances." So, in the process of us still going, we was going through, and me seeing that I wasn't getting what I already got to the point I never was going to get it. I already started mentally moving on. Like I wasn't acting on nothing, but mentally and emotionally I already moved on. So when it came to the point where we had that conversation, it was easier for me than it was for her. Because I already did that. Because I already knew we wasn't getting nowhere. We just had to come to the same agreement and agree this is what it was. The transition was easy. I'm not like trying to brag or anything, but the transition was easier for me because I already mentally and emotionally was there. So it's like I agree with Wu on that end too. It's just like once you get to that part, and like Wu said, you ain't hear nothing about the bitch. The bitch stated she was getting called dumb and stupid before because she constantly kept taking this nigga back.
Taking him back.
That nigga ain't never do nothing in secret, and now they saying what they saying because he done pull his move this week.
So you don't feel like she moved on too soon?
No.
And I feel like it's 50-50. In a way, I feel like she did. But I feel like the double-edged sword of it is like what Wu said. Maybe mentally and emotionally, she already was there with moving on.
She was.
Because she done took too much.
Took too many chances.
She took a lot from him and took too much from him. So it's just like, mentally and emotionally, she moved on. So now she back outside. But it's like, because this shit just happened and y'all just did it, it's like, damn, you just went from one nigga to another nigga.
That's what females do. Bro.
So it's like 50-50.
Because I'm back outside. I ain't move on to. I was in a relationship for 10 years. I ain't in no new relationship. I'm outside.
So with that, how do you feel about just like people been speculating online? We don't know how true it is about Kobe's wife being pregnant.
Oh shit!
That shit hit hard yesterday. What? Word up! They telling that nigga to come to the forefront.
Tell him
whoever the nigga that got her pregnant. They like, nigga, you need to speak up.
How long ago Kobe passed
5
away?
years.
Come on.
No, I'm asking because.
Come on, it's been 5 years. That man gone.
So with that,
but that's what I don't like about it.
Real quick, with that, 5 years is a long time.
That's a long time.
But at the same time, it's not.
It is. It is. If you give me, if I pass away and you give me 5 years, I salute that. Not saying me. I'm just saying, speaking in general.
Like, so you mean to tell me I can't hop in some shit next week after my chick died? Like, the fuck is that? Limitation on that?
No. If you married out of respect of your partner, you shouldn't be fucking in a week. You get what I'm saying? If you really love that person, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't even. You wouldn't. No. Because you have to be on strike 5. That doesn't mean. You get what I'm saying? That doesn't mean you don't love a person, but in all reality, if you're married and your partner passes away, emotionally, physically, mentally, you shouldn't even yearn for another person. I'm telling you shouldn't. I've been in situations to where you might not believe me. A lot of people might not believe me. I've been in situations to where I've ended a situation and I didn't yearn or want another person. I just wanted that person. So I didn't touch another person. I didn't try to be with another person. I just wanted that person.
Yeah, I don't think nobody gonna believe you.
Nobody gonna believe you.
I never felt that.
You never felt that. That means you truly haven't been in love yet. You have not truly yet been in love. Because if you really love that person, if your partner passes away, there's nowhere in hell in a week you're gonna want to fuck somebody else. Your body wouldn't even allow you to.
The part I don't like about it is people act like once a spouse...
Always a spouse.
No. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just saying, once your spouse, always your spouse.
No, I wasn't saying that. The point I'm making is, when people are together, your husband, your boyfriend, your wife, your girlfriend, if someone passes away, people act like you should never move on. That's the part.
Move on every day, B.
That's the part about it I don't like. It's like, yeah, do I agree that it should take you some time? Absolutely, it should take you some time before you do so. But people make it seem like it should never, like you should never go look for love again. Love is not for you again. Your husband or boyfriend or your wife or your girlfriend passed away and it's just over for you. I don't think that's true. Like, eventually someone has to move on. Now, the time frame of it is, that's the conversation that needs to be had.
Everybody different though.
Everybody, yeah, you probably do. You will probably, like, for instance, and we don't know if it's true or not.
30 days.
But Lauren London says this shit all the time. Like, she's not. But again, don't know if it's true. But Lauren London has spoke on it about twice about she never is going to find love again because she felt like the love that she wanted, the true love that she wanted, she experienced that with Nipsey. So she's fine with never ever finding love again or getting a relationship with no more again. This is what she has put out there. And she's probably telling the truth. She experienced the type of love that she wanted to experience with him, so she's fine with that, with never having somebody again. I just think the time frame is something that should be spoke on instead of people making it seem like you should never go find love again. It's been 5 years for...
So I got a question for you. Do you really think the 5 years was respectfully
Yes.
long? I feel like that too.
Me personally, I feel like to start a new relationship and move on is 5 years is like more than enough time. But to have been in sexual relationships and start a new family and be pregnant,
that part, me saying 5 years moving on. Me saying 5 years moving on is like, all right, he's been going for 5 years, and if you decide, okay, I think I'm ready to go find someone again, I'm looking for that nurture, that love again, okay, cool. The being pregnant in a new family, I would say not that yet. But moving on to look for somebody, whether it's going to be a serious relationship or a side piece, I agree with that. I don't think right now, and again, we don't know if the fucking shit is true, but I don't think right now that she should be pregnant, about to have a whole nother fucking family. Mm-hmm. But moving on after 5 years to see if she can find somebody, yeah, I agree with that. I just don't like the people that make it say,
like, you can have sex one time to get pregnant.
Fresh, you're gonna get fucked up.
What happened? Oh, you told you.
Fresh, you got. I'm telling you.
This is really hard.
Well, I better either gonna tap in or we gonna hit the button on you. You gonna have to get the door.
Yeah. All right. Shorty, do me a favor. So what? Oh, we'll talk about that. Shorty, define happiness.
From a person or just in general?
Just you in general. What is your version of happiness look like?
Wait, hold on. I just want to be clear. Happiness, like, for myself or if I'm with somebody?
For you. Happiness for Shawnee looks like what? What is your definition of happiness? Or you could just paint a picture of happiness saying, like, happiness looks like me just all my bills on auto pay and I ain't got to worry about whatever the fuck.
Something like that. Yeah. Happiness for me is being able to have stability. Not living check to check. To have a job and take care of my bills. Don't got to worry about nothing. Happiness is for me to be me. To be who I want to be. I don't portray an image. Don't try to fucking say shit. But to me to be able to live in myself. To do the things I want to do and enjoy it without worrying about or caring about what people say, even though I don't. Happiness is for me to be able to take risks and prosper and be successful when that goes off my list. Just outside of, not saying materialistic shit, even though like you need it in certain instances. Like, for instance, having a car, because people, we grown adults, we need a car. But happiness for me is just being able to wake up and have things I need, not the things I want. Shit that I fucking want in sweatsuits and sneakers every day. But no, the things I need. As long as I know I can wake up and I have a roof over my head. I don't know how to cook, but I got food in the fridge. I have a job, I have stability. Financially, I can take care of my bills. That's happiness for me. And then also working on myself, being able to knock goals off my list and be successful and move towards other things in life that I want to do, and to have the freedom to do so.
You like cars?
I'm not into cars. Give me a Honda, I'm fine.
What's your dream car? Dream car is a Honda?
Whatever year we gonna be in, that Honda.
Okay, what color?
Black. I don't like white cars.
Interior. What color is the interior?
It could be black.
Okay,
Or
black on black, everything. Black
yeah.
out, presidential type shit.
I won't ever get. Or it could be like I'm kind of like getting the colors, like a dark gray. I go for a dark gray.
Okay, smoke gray type shit.
Yeah, smoke gray car.
Yeah, fire. That's fire. Well, success. What does success look like for you?
I like that you switched it up. Good job, Al.
Success.
Oh, you thought you was gonna get the same question?
While I was talking, he was plotting in his mind what he was gonna say.
I was gonna say. Success for me, man. Damn. Success for me, or just like all around, like just overall.
What's your definition of success?
Success for me, man, is seeing all my kids succeed in whatever they want to do. I think for me, I feel like I've been blessed enough to just maintain life and be able to take care of them. So success for me would be them doing more than I've done in life. Like just them succeeding, doing what they want to do, being happy, just them being happy. You get what I'm saying? And me just being able to still provide for them in any type of way possible. Even if I'm, you know what I mean? Even though I want to be successful and I want to do things, but just seeing them succeed, you know, and being happy, because that's something I wasn't as a kid for the most part. So if I get to see them succeed and be happy and do the things that they want to do, and me be able to support them and be there for them every step of the way, I think for me that would be a success for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly. That would be a success for me.
So in your humble opinion, both of y'all, in both of y'all's humble opinion, do you think that happiness and success are synonymous? Like, do you think those go hand in hand?
Absolutely.
So you think as long as you're successful, you'll be happy?
No. See, you just see, that's a trick question.
No, that's what I said.
No, he tried to get me. No, you're right. No, it's not. It's not the same thing. Because in all reality,
you could be successful and not be happy.
Yeah,
people have all the money in the world and they're not happy.
Still not happy. Excuse me.
I'm asking
me,
you, Shawnee, and you. Once you achieve your personal own levels of success,
okay.
Do you think that would equate to
me being happy?
Yeah.
From what I just explained, hell yeah, that would make me happy.
Okay.
Hell yeah, seeing my kids succeed, seeing them, you know, not have to go through the shit I went through and not struggle, and them being to succeed and doing the things they want to do and not being forced to do, that shit would make me happy. I would be good for the rest of my life. No matter what happened to me, no matter if I go out here and succeed, or I get a great job, or if I'm not able to wear designer never again, if I'm not able to do any of the shit I want to do, if they could succeed, that shit would make me beyond happy. I would be able to just live out the rest of my life.
Okay.
That would honestly make me happy, yes.
Okay. You want to talk about sports? You don't want to talk about keep going? Like
we keep going. All
right.
I like this.
How much money do you think you require to change your entire life?
Damn.
I think I'm going to need at least $1 trillion. Is that shit, boy? Because you gotta think about it. It's just as fast as you get money, the fast it's gonna go, bro. Because you gotta think in these times, like, money ain't the way money used to be. Money back then, money is not really nothing now, bro. $1,000 ain't shit, bro.
That's $1.
That's $1 these days.
Come outside with $1,000,
and a lot of people don't even have that. But in all reality, having $1,000 is nothing. So you could say $1 million. $1 million ain't shit right now.
Right.
That ain't shit. Even though we want it, but when you get it, the shit that you like, you got to think. When you we live our lives based on the money we have, right? So when you become a millionaire, right, you start to buy and start to live a life of a millionaire. You will go broke because the $1 million that you got ain't shit. It ain't nothing. It don't mean nothing. So I definitely would need $1 trillion. So what's the trillion going down? Now I'm at $1 billion. Now, if I go from $1 billion to $1 million, now I'm still a little good, but I could be broke in 2.5. But I need to start at that trillion mark. You start me at the trillion, I should be alright for life. But if you talking about I need 100 million, that shit be gone in 5 years.
Alright, well let's be a little bit more realistic.
Yeah, I mean,
what
right now?
Yeah.
Give me I'll take $1 million right now. If I could wake up tomorrow and have $1 million, I think I could change my life. I think I could change my life and a lot of people's lives around me.
With $1 million?
With $1 million, just that. So, because I'm a hustler. With $1 million, I could change a lot of people's lives around me, and I could change my life. Like, the shit that I'm around a lot of people that, like, we'll really be able to sit down at a table and come up with some shit to where it's like, everything that we do is like accumulating money. Because now we got the money to actually do the shit that we talk about doing. You get what I'm saying? So I would just need $1 million. Because we'd make that shit look like something. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What about you?
Shawnee, how much money would you need
Realistic.
to change your life?
$1 million.
$1 million.
$1 million? Yeah. Break it down for me.
Well, the first...
You don't got to be specific, like who you would give what to.
Yeah.
No. I'll tell you what I do. I get $1 million today. First thing I'm going to do is get a house. Get a car.
Yeah.
Where you getting the house at?
Out of here. Not in this city. No, not in this city. No.
You gotta go south.
Yeah. Get a car. Whatever. 2026, 2027 Honda. Third thing I'm doing is getting a financial advisor. After that, first of all, before I even get there, I'm giving myself 6 months to come up with my blueprint. But I know I'm going to get a house, get a car, get a financial advisor. 3 businesses is what I'm going to have the conversations with the financial advisor. So I'm going to put the money into the 3 businesses. Mm-hmm. But out of that $1 million, it's going to be a certain amount of money that I'm going to put in the savings account that I can't touch until I'm a certain amount of age. Yeah. Just in case anything happened, I know I have that money. But besides that, the 3 businesses that I'm going to have the conversation with the financial advisor, I'm going to start them 3 businesses up. The type of person I am, because I enjoy the work that I do, I'm still going to go to work. So I could really just keep the same shit I got going on now with working and using my job money to pay my bills and all that type of shit. Mm-hmm. Get the businesses up and running. And then eventually my businesses, my money will start making money.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I need, yo.
And I've been saying that's my plan for the last... I've been saying that for the last 4 years. That's exactly how it's going to go.
Shit. Let me wake up tomorrow with 100,000, nigga. I'm going to make it work.
So was it 100,000 or was it?
I'm saying $1 million to make me happy, but nigga, if you could give me 50, 100, I can't say 50. I had 50 before. That shit, that ain't money, yo. But I didn't do the smart thing. Like I had that, and then I didn't work for 3 years. I just went to work. Like you learn from your mistakes, and then like it's all. God didn't want. I didn't do the right thing with getting it, so. Yeah, we ain't even gonna get into all that.
Hey, Shawnee, what's your favorite thing about podcasting?
Having, 2 things. Number 1, having something that's mine.
I'm about to go outside and tell Poppy and them they gotta shut that shit the fuck off.
So good.
They is wilding out there with the bachata, whatever that is. They fucking bugging. That's Poppy on the fucking bike too.
Mm-hmm. Number 1, having something that's mine, and number 2, just being able to create a space to talk about whatever we want to talk about, and more, I feel like it get more and more fun, but knowing that this is something like that we built, and yeah, for like where we at now for episode 14, that's my favorite part.
What's your number like? What's your dream number per booking? If somebody come to you and say, "Sure, I didn't want to book you," and you want to say, "This is my number," and they be like, "Oh man, respect that."
Starting number or just flat out?
Flat out, whatever. Like you at the top of your top. You know what I mean, niggas know your name. Your name ring bells.
Damn.
250.
Yeah, I was saying.
250,000.
That's fine.
Damn.
I mean, you gotta think
I'd
about.
be on that motherfucking naked if they said.
If a motherfucker won't book me,
250,000.
that's because they won't book me. I feel like the podcast would be included, but I feel like also the type of work I do would be included. And if you want to hear me talk about that and you interested to have a room full of people to hear what I have to say about everything in general together, hell yeah, 250. Because I can guarantee you when the people leave the room, they're going to take something from that shit. And I'm going to touch people. Whatever your goal was, is you're gonna succeed in that goal, and I'm gonna touch people in the conversations that people gonna want to have. Hell yeah, 250. I won't lowball myself. I know what I bring to the table.
I can see that. Hey, Woo, what's the hardest part about podcasting?
Learning to shut the fuck up. Nah, for real. Basically, that's part of it too. Like watching what you say. People are always going to go back and be able to listen to the things I say. But the hardest part is, I would say, just controlling your emotions. For the most part, controlling your emotions. Learning what to say and when to say things. I'm learning that. Allowing my boss right here to talk and not talk over my boss. No, man, but I don't really think it's a hard part about the podcasting thing. Just trying to perfect your craft. You know what I mean? To come here every week and try to be consistent with it and try to perfect your craft. And I think being that we're on episode 14, all of us have gotten better in some type of way. You get what I'm saying? Just perfecting your craft, man. Learning. I mean, I'm learning when to shut the fuck up. I'm learning what to say, what not to say, and not to say names. And I'm learning. Initials. I'm learning. You get what I'm saying? That's the hard part. I'm learning.
Right.
I'm learning.
So you're going to have a whole crop of podcasters that come behind you that want to do this, that want to step into this space. Give them a little bit of advice as far as podcasting goes and the things that you've learned and experienced.
Shit.
As far as this goes.
Be yourself and don't worry about what the people is going to say. You're in a world where, people going to fuck with it or they're not going to fuck with it. And this is something that me and Woo still not worried about, but learning too. I can say that. But it's either people going to fuck with it or they're not going to fuck with it. Understand that it's a process and everything is not going to jump and you just going to jump to being successful and getting the money. It's a journey, it's a process. You have to go through it. You got to take the steps, but be yourself. Don't start a podcast and try to be somebody else or try to fit into somebody else's narrative. Just give them the raw and uncut you. And the people that see that will love that, and go for what it is that you want to go for. But don't allow the people to, like, negative comments that you see or none of that to stop you. Just use that stuff to make you grind harder no matter what.
Yeah.
Who answer?
I think that was a great answer. I mean, as far as the advice I would give, that's basically like just be yourself. I mean, y'all know I'm myself up here. I tone it down a little bit for y'all little rascals. You get what I'm saying? But but just be yourself, man. Just be consistent. And it's a journey. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to explain to us all the time. It's not necessarily about the numbers for the most part, but it's a journey, man. This ain't something. I didn't see myself doing this. I didn't see, me still being interested and as invested as I am into it in episode 14. So it's a journey, man. Just enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey, and if you're gonna start it, make sure you finish. You get what I'm saying? Be consistent. Don't quit. And like you said, it ain't gonna happen for you overnight. There's some people that don't get to where they want to be at until episode 100. You get what I'm saying? So it's a journey, man. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey every day. Just try to perfect your craft and be better at what you do.
And don't, just real fast, don't worry about the people that surround you, who's supporting you and who's not supporting you. For the people that's supporting you, you know, take them people in and rock with them. But don't never let that discourage you and make you stop because you don't see the numbers and you don't see the people that you expect to support you is not supporting you. Just rock that shit out. Because when it's your turn, it's your turn.
Y'all happy y'all started this journey?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I definitely am. Because I wanted to do it for so long.
Definitely.
You wanted to do it for a minute, like, well, I don't even know if we ever got into what took you so long to start this process.
So I actually did it before. And then it kind of fell off throughout the scheduling issue between me and the person. Then I was going to do it by myself after my mom's passed away. I recorded like the first episode, but then I just said fuck it. And then for the next few years, I just kept talking about it. But I been wanted to do it, and I just kept bullshitting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But this is something that I really been wanting to jump into. I just playing around.
And this is just all brand new to you.
Yeah, it's brand new to me.
Yeah, I spoke on it,
Yeah, it's brand new.
and I had a plan on asking Mark, can I use the shop? And I walked in here the next day to ask Mark, and we was like, he said yeah. He said yeah to what? He's like, I told you I want to be a part of it. I asked him, he said yeah.
I just jumped in, man.
Cool, real quick. Before I move into this next set of questions, what's your favorite thing about your co-host?
Ooh.
That's crazy. Damn, that's it. Oh, he asked you. He asked me. That's crazy. You gotta wait so long to fucking think. That's nasty work. That's nasty work, bro. Damn, son. That's crazy.
I think his heart.
We gotta get a new co-host up
I think
here.
the type of person he is.
She gotta get a new co-host up here. She ain't like me.
I think the type of person he is.
That's your favorite thing about him?
Yeah, and he's funny. Sometimes, except for that shit he did to me earlier today.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny, but I said except for that, motherfucker.
I think that was funny.
Woo, what's your favorite thing about your co-host?
We gonna take a moment of silence. He gonna get me back.
Let me see.
Who the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
Let me see. What's my favorite thing about my host, my boss?
Stop calling me that. You and Al with that shit, bro.
The boss?
And then you go and say it.
God, just kidding me.
You knew.
Let me see. My favorite thing about my host, Shawnee. I can say the same, man. The consistency, her work ethic, you know, her heart, and just being consistent with this shit. Like, I know it's times that, you know, Shawnee probably don't want to do it, but just.
What the fuck?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, you have your days, like, when, like, holidays.
We had one
That's
day.
what I'm talking about. Just
Yeah,
holidays,
just
stuff
one
like
day.
that, but you're actually willing to push through whatever, just to make sure we consistent and we keep going and keep doing what we do. You get what I'm saying? Man, that's one thing I admire about Shawnee, her hard work, and just her willingness to just be successful and really want this to work the way, you know what I mean? She got her vision, her plan, and what she really want to do, and that's it.
If y'all both could add one thing to the pod, what would it be?
Porn stars. Now let me stop.
Nah, you were serious. That was the first thing you went to. He was dead.
I really believe he would do that.
No, I probably had one sitting behind me giving me a massage.
If he could put that shit,
just massaging me. Have one
the
of my,
whole episode.
Have a thing up here, just massaging me, just standing behind me, you know, giving me a massage. Showing the people how spooky I am, but I don't think we. I mean, I don't think it's. I would want to add anything. I think as we go along, we figuring it out. We gonna add little kinks and little shit here and there as we go along. There's just little shit as we go along, but I think as we go along, we'll figure out, like, cause we, like you said, we still learning. You know what I mean? We still haven't gotten to a place where we have an identity, but I think for the most part we still learning. And when we get to where we want to be at, we gonna add little shit here and there to our stuff. But I don't think I would necessarily add anything. What about you?
For right now, I think it's good. I mean, like he said, eventually be open and stuff. 'Cause, you know, everything you have to change and move. But
Open.
I think right now, like, we good. I don't see nothing to add.
Would y'all add a third host?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I think we'd be. I think we will, because Shawnee don't like me. Shawnee just took 20 minutes to answer a question about what she like about me. So maybe Shawnee need somebody.
Y'all should hold tryouts, like America's Got Talent type.
America Got Talent, you think?
I think so.
Who will replace Wu?
Who will replace Wu?
Ain't nobody replace
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But would you, if you could, like, if push came to shove and you was like, yo, we gotta spice it up a little bit, we gotta add a character to it.
Yeah.
Would you prefer a boy or a girl, or a man or a woman?
Oh.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
And probably a female.
You think?
Not a female. I mean, I'm a female, but I'm a real nigga.
Knicks got sent to the crib.
Yeah. Knicks got sent to the crib.
My boy said, wait, did y'all see Halle reaction for the MVP?
He was sick.
Oh, no, he was sick. Then he walked to the front.
That nigga walked off like...
He walked to the front because he thought he got it.
Yeah.
But he only had one good game. Right?
Honestly, I agree with the nigga getting it.
Siakam is their best player.
That nigga came out since the playoffs.
And did his thing.
Like, every game. Like, that, not one of them games, they had like 25 points on the board. That nigga had about 20. Wasn't nobody scoring but him. He came and showed up every game.
But he's their best player, though. Offensively, he's the
only pacer that been with them.
Who? Not Siakam.
From, damn.
Siakam came from
No. He was somewhere else. I was reading some shit earlier. It's a throwback picture of him and Miles Turner. From the Paul George era.
Yeah.
Siakam is still there from the Paul George era.
Yeah, but Siakam,
that's what I was saying.
Miles Turner been there longer.
Been there for
I mean, that's what I was supposed to say. Miles Turner.
Miles Turner been there
it's supposed to be Miles Turner. I was supposed to say.
But
Miles Turner been there since the Paul George era.
Siakam is their best.
But I agree.
Scorer,
yeah, I agree with him getting.
And the young boys played better than Halliburton as well too, though. He had that one good game. Well, a phenomenal game. Can't say good game.
They said he got it, then he didn't get it because he did the Reggie.
That ain't right. He in that moment he did it when he was supposed to.
He didn't get more votes than him.
He didn't, but he didn't play over. About getting the East is overall. It's not just about a series or one game or two games. Overall, Siakam outplayed him.
Every game he showed up and
showed out. He had 4 in New York. Just had 4. Now, if he would have had that phenomenal game and then in New York he had 30 and then turned around, he probably would have got it. But you had 4 points in New York, right? Or 6 or 8, one of those. Yeah. So he didn't have. He was streaky, and then he had that one phenomenal game that nobody ever did before. So that's what made him think, okay, this is what's going to take me over the top. Because in the video, you see that once Reggie Miller started talking, you see the nigga walking towards the front like he was going to get it. They said Siakam, he was like, oh, shit, I didn't get it. Whoa. Like, it wasn't a popularity vote. Right. It was actually about who actually outplayed who.
It just was his reaction. That nigga was doing what he was doing in the back, like he was taking a picture. He heard them talking about that shit. That nigga went to go smile and walk up, and by the time he got to the front, they said that nigga name. That nigga whole face was like, nigga, you got respected though, cause that nigga ain't stumbled, bro. That nigga ain't fumble or nothing. That nigga show his ass.
OKC and Indiana and
OKC.
Chip.
OKC.
OKC taking that.
OKC in 6.
First of all, they defense.
I say 6.
They defense.
4-2.
The way they know how to run.
They run and all that shit.
They run and their
doing.
defense is crazy. They run and their defense is crazy.
SGA is gonna have a field day.
I honestly counted them out in the Minnesota. I'm not gonna lie, I counted them out
Who?
in the Minnesota series.
Nah, I had.
I know both of y'all did.
In the beginning,
I was the one that said they gonna get them the fuck out of here.
Yeah, in the beginning I did, but then as I start watching the games, I'm like, nah.
A field day with them little niggas that he goes guarding him. You understand me? He's about to have a field day, and they bigger than Indiana too, and they younger, and it fit right into like what they like to do. It's not a size problem for them, so they could play any matchup they want. They don't have to play Highland Burton and what's the name? They don't have to play both they bigs. You get what I'm saying? So they can play small. They can play however they want to play them. They can play them.
I feel like if Miles Turner could bully Chet Holmgren, it's gonna be a good series.
Not happening.
That's what I'm saying.
Not happening. Because they're not gonna put. They even if you see they how they play Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
Seen what they did to him. You seen what they did to him. They're not gonna allow you to do that, bro. You're not gonna be running around doing all this wild goofy shit. They're not letting you do that. So Indiana, okay, they barely got the Knicks out of it. That's just not say barely, but they beat the Knicks with what 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
They got them out of there, right? So for me, I feel like I'm even being generous by giving it 4-2.
They getting them out of there.
I
like how they play
defense.
Packing
them up and getting them the fuck
I like how they
out of
play
there.
defense. I like how they run.
Everybody, SGA is looking at them niggas like, who's sticking me?
Everybody really play their role to the fullest extent. They be on the same, like, their chemistry is crazy too.
Chemistry
to be the
crazy.
youngest team
They've
like
been
that.
together for a long time.
Word, their chemistry is crazy. So I definitely got them. I feel like it's gonna be some interesting games, but I got them, and I don't got them at 6 though. I got them at 5. I got OKC in 5.
Gentleman sweep?
I got OKC in 5.
I don't think it's 5.
That's a gentleman sweep.
4-1.
I got them at 5.
Damn.
I feel like it's gonna be interesting games.
If they get one in OKC, they might be alright. But if they lose both in OKC, it's curtains. It's night. It's night. It probably be 4. It might be 4-1. They might get them the fuck out. They might go back to Indiana, win 1, and then the next game, OKC win 1. Then it's over. It's just night. They packing them up. If Indiana win this shit, something ain't right. The script is fucked up.
They press that button?
They press that button. Somebody press that button. SGA would have to get hurt, tear his ACL. Something would have to happen. No, but I'm just saying, something crazy would have to happen for them to beat them niggas. I don't even see Indiana. I don't see it. It's not in my... I don't see that. I don't see them beating.
You ever been skydiving, bro?
Huh?
You ever been skydiving?
Yeah, I shit on myself. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. I shit
No,
on
like
myself.
for real.
Like, no,
Yeah,
like
shit on
actual
Like,
feces?
it came out.
It came out. It was in my drawers. It was in my drawers. I would never do no shit like that again.
So
I did it trying to impress a female. She took me on a trip.
Hey, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill.
She took me on a trip. Broke up. I would never do no shit like that again. Ever in my entire life. I shit, bro. You understand, bro. People understand how high that is, bro. I was crying, screaming, shitting on myself.
No,
everything,
who? Like,
bro.
you really shitting on yourself.
I had shit in my drawers, bro. So we had to go back to the hotel. I had to shower and everything. Shit on myself. I would never do that shit again. That's the scariest shit I ever did in my life. Trying to impress a female. I would never do no shit like that ever again. God honest truth. I always tell people that. I tried it.
Hey, shit.
You was out there for a couple days. You know you gotta take the class. You gotta take the class for a couple hours. You gotta take the class. I would never do no shit like that again, man.
What does she have to say?
She ain't really say shit. She lined me up because she was acting like that was her first time doing it when it wasn't. Like she did that shit before, but for me I didn't. So I'm trying to like she talking to me like, yeah, that was not a new experience for her. It was for me, but I knew I couldn't do it But I let her gas me, and I really wanted to, and I was showing off like, yeah, you fucking crazy, da 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 da.
Like diarrhea type shit.
Bruh. I said it was in my drawers,
It's a
bro.
little
You don't have
nugget.
to say like it wasn't no nugget. My shit, it was
That
stains.
shit was
It was
wet.
doodle stains in my drawers, bro.
I would
You shit on yourself too.
Did you run back to the room?
What, huh? No, we got the fuck out of there. As soon as I got where I was crying, bro. That shit is crazy. That shit is not, bro. That was the scariest shit, bro. It felt like my soul left my body, bro. I just closed my eyes and that shit it felt like that shit would never end, bro. I was just, bro, that shit.
Don't shit on yourself now. You trying to
No,
relive
I'm
it.
shit on myself, but that shit, that was the scariest
I
shit.
want to do that though.
Bro, that's the scariest shit I ever did in my life,
I want to do
bro.
skydiving.
Like, I promise you, that's the scariest shit. I'm scared of heights. After that, bro,
You didn't have a person with you?
Yeah, you got a person with you.
Oh, you did that to them
You
people.
got a person with you. You got a person with you.
Did they know you did that?
Eventually, I told them. Like, I didn't go back into the spot. Like, I went straight to the car. I let her do her jump, and I was in the car waiting for her. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Just sitting in the
passenger seat.
Doodle on your body is crazy.
She like, what happened? I'm like, yo, just come on. Just come on, yo. She like, what happened, bro? Just come on, yo. Come on. And then I told her, she like, we gonna get something? I'm like, we can't, bro. I told her. I'm like, yo, I shit on myself. She like, you played too much. I'm like, bro, don't ever in your life take me to do no shit like that again. Like, that was the scariest shit.
That car ride
like,
back was quiet.
Bro.
Hey, shut.
Bro, you can see the dry tears on my face, though. Bro, that shit, bro, I would never do no shit like that again, bro. Seriously, you gonna try it.
I want to, though.
Go ahead.
Hey, Shawty.
Go ahead, try it. I would say the name, but I don't want to make nobody mad.
Wu said Shorty took him skydiving and he thought it was her first time.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And it wasn't her first time.
That means, no.
If you went on a date with somebody
and the first thing they want to do is skydive, you know they lying.
No.
They fucking lying.
And they tell you that that's their first time.
She never told me that. I assumed.
Right. All right. Yeah.
I assumed. She didn't tell me that, but I assumed. Like you asking me to do this shit. Like this is something we about to both experience together.
Right.
But when I found out that was something that she liked doing, I didn't know that. I just was trying to impress her. Like, hell, you crazy? I'll do that shit. Right. You get what I'm saying? On some tough shit, boy. That shit humbled me, boy. I was scared of heights ever since. I can't even walk up stairs. You know that shit on the light rail? When you get off that stop and there's all them stairs that go up towards the heights, I can't walk up them stairs.
Wow.
I'm scared of heights, bro. I can't walk up them stairs. It's just too high. I promise you not. I had an interview one day, right, for a job, and I had to walk up the stairs to get to the interview. I didn't go to the interview. I couldn't go up the stairs. I couldn't, bro. I'm scared. After that shit, I'm scared of heights ever since, bro. I can't walk upstairs, get to a ride. I can't stand on the roof. I can't do none of that shit, bro. That shit scarred me for life.
But you could get on planes.
Yeah, you can't see. I'm good on the plane. Hell yeah, I want to go somewhere. But as far as like jumping out of the shit, I would never do that shit again. I would never do. I think I had Nas at the time. Nas was a baby at the time. Or I was trying to impress somebody.
I forgot what I was about to ask.
Never do that shit again, bro. Shitted on myself.
Yeah. If you was going on a date, right, and somebody said to you, like, you thought this was their first time experiencing whatever it is, the atmosphere or that activity, but you found out that it wasn't, right? It came out that it wasn't their first time experiencing that atmosphere or that activity. That person took you on the same date that they took another date on. Is that, like, would you still fuck with somebody after that?
Yeah, I feel like just be honest about it, though.
What if they wasn't honest about it, though?
I would say that, like, yo, you could have kept it real. Because you being honest, come on, let's be real, bro. It's hella shit. So everybody's going to do something that you're not saying that you always want to. Because then you do get in situations where it's like, yo, I want us to experience different shit. Or, like, I won't say me personally, but I got friends who, like, I hear make comments of, like, Like you said, like, yo, if you did that with your ex, don't do that shit with me.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's bound to happen or not. But if it's a situation like with me in it, and then it come out after, yeah, I still fuck with you, but it's a conversation to be had. Like, yo, you ain't had to lie to me about that. You could just kept it real. Like, and then the main part about it is just because you went there with that person, don't mean we gonna have the same experience that you had with them. We are two totally different people from whatever your situation was. So you could have went there and the shit was ass, or you could have went there and had a ball, but it's gonna be totally different with me because it's fucking me, and I'm fucking lit. But I feel like in those situations, just keep it 100. Like, you don't gotta lie about it. It's nothing to lie about.
That's right.
And it won't be the same. I just feel like it won't be the same. However you went about that shit last time with whoever you went with, it's not about to be the same shit again with me.
Right.
My energy and whatever just lit. So we gonna have a fucking ball. You won't be able to say it was the same shit. And I ain't even think about that. I'm worried about how much fun we gonna have. No matter what it is. Don't gotta be like vacation. It could be date and shit like that. But I do feel like, at this age, some people do try to avoid that. Like, I don't want to do the same shit you done did with your. But I feel like that shit is just a simple conversation. I don't necessarily feel like you have to lie about that. Like, just say it. Like, don't lie to me. I never did.
Yeah.
Don't fucking lie. Just don't lie about it. It's not that deep. It's not that deep of it. Maybe to me, it's not that deep of an issue to lie about. We just keep it real.
Yeah.
What kills? Because a lot of times people deal with a lot of different things in relationships.
Yeah.
Right. What's something that could end a relationship faster? Ego or past traumas?
Ooh. What can end a relationship faster? Ego or past trauma?
Like, cause we can all point to some shit that we've been through. You feel me? But at the same time, a lot of times we be on some shit like, I ain't dealing with that shit. You don't know. I'm Sean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm Shawnee, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Fuck Shawnee Talks podcast, nigga. Fuck you talking about. You feel me?
Damn.
You writing that down, boo?
Answer. You can answer that.
I'm going to answer. I'm thinking. Because it's a good one. Ego or past traumas.
This episode is a little bit all over the place. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a good time. I'm having a blast tonight.
I'm trying to think, like, 'cause it's like with past traumas, it comes with triggers.
Facts.
But at the same time, it's like certain things you can work on yourself to get past. But at the same time, again, it can trigger you. And whatever you went through in your last situation, you don't want to go through that again in your next situation. I feel like that's everybody's main goal. Like, but then with ego, it's like, ego is a motherfucker.
Yeah. Definitely a motherfucker.
Damn, I think you got me
That's
stuck.
why you got to pay attention to the shit he asks, because there's a lineup. He line you up, bro. He line you every time. That's why I just let you talk, because he line you. I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. Now you experience the shit I be experiencing. I seen it. The whole lineup. He just boom, 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 then bang. He tried to hit you with he just lined you up. He just lined you.
I didn't lie to anybody. I just said, I just ask these types of questions, bro.
Yo.
Just, you know what I mean?
What happened?
That was a good one, though.
I appreciate that. I mean, now we can talk. Y'all want to ask me something? There we go.
All right, I got a question.
You got a question.
Let's go.
And I feel like it's for y'all.
Not let's go, but like,
because
talk the wolf.
you guys have kids. As far as Mother's Day and Father's Day, right? Bless you, Al.
Thank you.
Do you think, as far as Mother's Day and Father's Day, would it be an issue if you get a gift? If you get a gift from your one of your baby mothers, or if your girlfriend get a gift from her baby father, and they in a relationship. So you're in a, I kind of said it wrong. You're in a relationship, and well, Mother's Day's passed, so now Father's Day coming around. Is it acceptable for your baby mother to give you a gift knowing that you're in a relationship? Is it an issue with that?
No.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think.
You think your girl would be cool with that?
Would
Your girl be cool with your baby mother giving you a gift on Father's
even though
Day?
you ain't together?
You in a relationship with somebody,
Yeah.
and your baby mother give you a gift
but
for Father's Day.
But it might be from the child.
No, we're not saying that. We're not saying this from the fucking child.
like if she pulled up and gave me a watch type shit.
That would be unacceptable.
It didn't come from your child. The gift straight came from your baby mother to you for Father's Day, and she know you in a relationship.
I think that would be unacceptable.
I don't think so. I think it'd be acceptable.
I think that
only
would be
because
unacceptable.
like it's a lot of stuff that you would be like it, like that like if she came into some money and she was like, yo, I just wanna, I'm saying, I got a bunch of money, I wanna do something for the people, whatever. Like you don't gotta care about me, but you're like, yo, I did care about you at one point. I want to do something for you, type shit. I don't think it would be problematic because like it's dependent on our relationship. If we don't have a tumultuous relationship to where it's like we're arguing and I don't like you, don't call me, I don't want to talk to you, fuck you bitch, fuck you nigga type shit. Like I don't think it would be a problem if you brought me a gift for Father's Day because it's just like at whatever point in time, as long as I'm in a relationship, the person that I'm in a relationship understands my relationship with my child's mother, my child or my children's mother.
I was gonna say that too. It depends on the co-parenting situation.
Like, like if you want to give me something, like even if you want to give me a card, like let's just if it's something that we always did, then obviously it's nothing to speak about, right?
Yeah.
But if it's
you're right, just real shit,
you gotta have a reason for that thing. You can't just up and just give me a gift. You know what I mean? So it's like
absolutely.
If you give me a gift because somebody in your family passed away and left you some bread or you hit the lottery type shit, for sure. Like give me the money, give me the gift. For sure. You know what I'm saying? As long as me and my family can benefit from it, like I ain't tripping.
For sure. It would have to be like a continuous thing. Like it can't be like it's something fresh. It gotta be like a continuous like thing that's happening. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a tradition. Like say if you in a relationship right? And this is something that y'all been doing. Then you can't say that neither. Because you in a new relationship. That shit is over. Like there's no way that you still giving me gifts off the rip. Your girl definitely gonna feel.
I don't think so.
It depends on if you're dealing with a girl or a woman though. But I wouldn't see you. It got to be two cards. It got to be two sides of the coin. Because as a man, if you was dealing with a woman and it was Mother's Day, and her nigga is still buying her gifts on Mother's Day, you would think that they still was dealing. So you got to look at it like that too, Al.
Yeah, but if that's just something that they always did, like at the end of the day, I don't fuck with him, he'll fuck with me, but we didn't end on bad terms.
Ain't no motherfucking way.
I'm just saying, like I wouldn't trip. I wouldn't trip,
but ain't no way.
Card, like I get it, whatever. Like, cause at the same time, like I can't tell you to just disconnect from this nigga because it's something that joins y'all together. Y'all got a child together.
Yeah, you right.
You feel me?
So
that's just my opinion. I wouldn't trip, and as so long as I prefaced it with my shorty, like yo, me and my baby moms, we exchange gifts. Like she'll give me a card or a gift on Father's Day.
Yeah.
I'll give her a card or a gift on Mother's Day. As long as I ain't on some shit like I'm not buying her a Van Cleef.
Yeah.
And fucking it up.
Them are some nice bracelets.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
I just don't like the price.
They are.
Yeah, the price is the
You think I want one?
Yeah, they are.
I want one, but I don't like that price. So
they are.
it ain't happening.
Like, if I go to Pandora,
I'm manifesting the Van Cleef bracelet.
If I go to Pandora and get her a charm every year, like I'm telling you right now, like I go to Pandora and get my my baby mother, I go I go get her a charm every year for her birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you a heads up. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what we do. Now if she don't get me shit and I'm just still buying her gifts, that's when it becomes a problem.
Another question, right? Do y'all think that rich people could get away with certain things just because they're rich? Like they are not held to the same rules and standards that us normal people are.
You answered that yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it in the sense of like niggas catching charges and because they got a bunch of money they could get off, or they could just get off because they have money. The point I'm trying to make, and I'm trying to put it the best way I can, like right from wrong in certain scenarios of niggas like, how can I put this? Like, if we take the example of like baby father, baby mother shit, right? Mm-hmm. Niggas out here on bullshit with their kids. And it's like, yeah, to a certain extent, niggas get called out on it. Or niggas probably don't get called out on it. Mm-hmm. But because a motherfucker is rich, it's like, they rich. They're a celebrity. They can do whatever the fuck they want. I feel like, in this, and that's just an example, but I feel like in a sense, I don't give a fuck if you rich or not. Right is right and wrong is wrong. No matter how much fucking money you got. We are human beings. Niggas should have characters, morals, principles, and respect for shit. You shouldn't be a fucking deadbeat. If my man's is around me and a conversation come up and I be like, bro, you in the fucking way. You ain't there for your child. You in the fucking way. And then my rich man's, I'm not saying nothing to him just because he rich. Like, nah, nigga, you in the fucking way too. I don't give a fuck if you got paparazzi following you. So I feel like in certain scenarios, people just feel like because people are rich, they can just get away with shit. And it's like, to me, it's like, nah, it shouldn't matter how much money.
That's the way of the world, though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, but it's like, it shouldn't matter because you have way more money and you're considered rich. You're able to do the most wildest shit. Because if you didn't have that money, then everybody would call you wrong. But it's just like, man, that nigga rich, he could do whatever. I don't feel like niggas should be separate due to fuck. Because the only thing that you're really saying is, the only thing that's different from us is the money. You can't call me a corny ass nigga for some shit that you calling corny. But then, if that nigga do the same shit, he ain't corny. It's just, man, niggas get on the bandwagon dick riding shit. That nigga him. But you just called me corny for it. So he's him because what? He rich and he a celebrity?
Yeah.
And he's out in the public eye? Nah, if some shit corny, then get some shit corny.
Yeah, that's
Point
true.
blank period. That's just how I feel, though.
That's true. That's true, but that's the way of the world, though. You ain't never gonna be able to change that aspect of it. Some people think like that, some people don't. But in all reality, that's how shit really operate. Money, what they say, money rules the world.
But
not saying it's right, but
you answered the question yourself. Like when you said it, you said like, if they do something and then us normal people do something, so you automatically recognize that there's a separation, right, and there's a disconnect between the haves and the have-nots. So like in those situations, like, yeah, of course, like them niggas is good. Like we see it every day. We see it all the time. Like,
all the time.
Like if you get accused of something and Elon Musk get accused of something,
oh, that's a different
they keeping you in the building, but they let Elon Musk go to the crib and wait for his day in court type shit.
Absolutely.
Whereas you in the county, that nigga at the crib,
right?
Type shit. The same shit. It's all the same shit. So at the end of the day, like, it don't matter what the fuck you talking about. The thing that speaks volume is your bank account type shit.
Yeah.
You right.
So for sure, yeah, I think them niggas get away with shit all the time. You feel me? Like, think about like white collar crimes, right? Like you get fucked up for shoplifting. If a motherfucker, like, let's just say me and you go on a stealing spree at Walmart, right? We go to Walmart, we steal a TV, a bunch of clothes, a bunch of shit. Let's just say we steal $500 worth of shit from Walmart. we going to jail, my nigga.
Absolutely.
He says how he said it. We going.
No,
to
for
jail,
real.
like.
You feel me? But at the
They
same
ain't.
time, them niggas are still they'll all they do a pyramid scheme and shit and get niggas for millions
it's
of dollars
and won't go to jail.
Yeah, they be at the crib.
And they got
Feel me?
probation.
Or they'll defraud the government.
They don't even get
That niggas
probation.
They don't even get that.
Niggas be at the crib. Man.
Niggas don't even get
Niggas
probation.
can still tens of millions of dollars and get a $1,000 fine, like $25,000 fine after I defrauded the government for fucking $55 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a question. And I wish we had a female here to answer this question, right? I asked somebody this, right? And just based off the social media shit that we see, as far as like giving females, like you know how always females always say like, oh, a man. This was based off I seen the situation that we talked about, and I mentioned like a girl said if you use your Cash App card at a restaurant somewhere, you're done. I'm never dealing with you again, right? Just on the aspect of that, like as far as females, they always feel like men have to give them money or give them this or give them that, right? But why don't they teach that to their sons though? That's how you know it's bullshit.
Facts.
Because if it was a righteous thing to do, you would teach that to your son.
Right.
You would teach that to him because if your son came in the house and he had a little job at McDonald's and he came home and he said, "What you like? Where your money at?" "Oh, I gave it to my girlfriend." You would beat his ass.
Go crazy on him.
You would go crazy on him. Why you give your money to your girlfriend? Da, da, da. But for you feel like a man is supposed to give everything to you. He's supposed to pay all the bills. He's supposed to provide. He's supposed to give you all of his all. But why don't women teach that to their sons? Why you don't teach your son, give that girl all your money? You get what I'm saying? They don't teach them that.
You're not going to teach them that.
Because it's bullshit.
I mean, they say that they're teaching them how to be gentlemen. And, no, I'm saying this is the type of shit that you'll see. Like, you'll see a motherfucker record their son on, like, bullshit, TikTok or something. With they, like, 10 years old. They taking their son to the girl house for Valentine's Day, a beer and chocolate. And then they put a whole fucking paragraph. I'm teaching my son how to be a gentleman on how you treat a female and, you know, how you open the door for her, the car door for her, how you, you know, do all this. But they ain't going, like you said, they're not going to say that part.
Yeah,
but if they do try to put that out there, they touch on, I'm teaching them how to be a gentleman.
That's the situation where what's good for the goose, not good for the gander.
Right.
Because what I want for me, I don't want for my son to be type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a simp nigga. I want a nigga that's gonna throw me all his bread, that's gonna take care of me and let me stay at the crib.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell my son, don't get you no bullshit ass bitch that's gonna just sit around all day. That bitch got to get up off the couch and work.
And if they son,
that's what creates turmoil in this whole situation.
And then if they son doing it, it's son leave that bitch.
Exactly.
You not about to be around here being dumb for no bitch, and then bring it to the girl. You're not doing that to my son.
Absolutely.
Like you said, it's just
because that's when you create this situation where mommy need to mind her business, son need to do his thing. And then it's just to create this whole thing.
I'm telling you.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
I got another question too. I really want to hear what y'all say about this too. Do you guys care if a girl initiates sex? Or are you always cool with it being you? Or do you feel like it should be 50-50?
It need to be 70-30.
Zoom in on Woo.
Yeah, it need to be 70-30. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Like, for me, I like an aggressive female. I shouldn't always have to initiate sex. Like, you should be able to initiate sex. You should be able to be somebody did something. Damn, that sound like a bomb went off. But you should, like, as far as a woman, you should. That means you're not being, what we call that, like you're not being, like, not saying sexual, but you got to be spontaneous too. Proactive. You got to be a proactive, spontaneous female to where, you know what I'm saying, you doing shit. You, like, see, and that's the thing, like, a lot of females don't even wear lingerie no more because they fucking wearing it outside. You ain't even gotta. You can see a bitch in lingerie outside, so it don't even matter
I have a
if you
headache.
get in the bedroom and got some lingerie. Bitch, I already seen it on the gram. This ain't exciting to me. I've seen it all already. I done seen everything that I needed to see. But you have to be spontaneous. You have to be like initiate sex. Just suck my dick on sight. Like when you see me, just pull it out. Don't do no like wait for me to like, oh, you wanna suck in? No, do it yourself. Why you want me to ask you? I shouldn't have to ask you, is we having sex? We shouldn't have to be on a schedule. Even though I do put people on schedules. I have been noted to do that. But that is not the reason. I have a whole entirely different reason. I fast from Sunday to Wednesday. Dick punishment. Don't cause we human, we all break fast.
Nigga know how to justify some shit with his him, boy. He know how to get it some. One thing about Woo, that's one thing else I love about Woo. Woo know how to talk his shit to get out of some shit, boy. Shit do not apply to that motherfucker. He makes sure shit don't apply to him, boy. However, I think it should be 50-50. Me personally, I love when the female does that. It's not just me. And it makes you feel wanted.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't always have to be me and you doing that. So it's like, yeah.
Like I'm raping you sometimes. I gotta take it every time.
Yeah, but it's like, yo. Again, it makes you feel wanted. Like, yo, even if I ain't bust a move tonight, you doing it because you want it. Like, you want me. You want to touch on me. Yeah, laugh me out my drawers. Niggas be acting like they don't be getting laughed out they briefs. Niggas be getting laughed out they briefs. Like, come on, bro. Niggas, I be getting laughed out mine. Fuck. I got another question. I know we kind of entering our ending mark. If you guys was to get married, right? Would you have your wife sign a prenup?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You gonna sign the prenup. You gonna sign that motherfucking paper.
Or do you feel like...
Hell yeah.
Listen, do you feel like what I made before you is mine, but what we made together, that's ours?
I don't feel like that. See, I feel like... I would want you to sign a prenup, but there's different type of prenups, right? We could sign a prenup to where... You get what I'm saying? I would never allow you to be... Like, if we got a divorce and I was here and you was here, right? I would never see you in a place to where you're fucked up or bad but it's different nowadays. These prenups are in place to not destroy black men. You get what I'm saying? To suck you dry. Because you gotta think this shit is a game out here. It's a game being played, especially these days. You can have money. A female will intentionally marry you, get with you, and then divorce you for your money. Her whole game, she didn't love you. She didn't want to be with you. It was all a money scheme. So it's not a place to where like Steven Jackson. You heard his story? That played with the Spurs. He got the podcast too. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
So him, he was him and his wife him and his girl was together for a long time. All right, so he kept asking her to sign a prenup. Like, if you love me, you'll sign it. Like, I'm a millionaire. We've been together for years. I've loved you. I've never seen you without. The day of their wedding, he said, before we get married, you gonna sign a prenup? She told him no. Guess what he did? He canceled the fucking wedding. Because in all reality, my nigga, just be honest. If you love that man, you would have signed that paper. You would have signed that paper.
Some females be feeling like...
I don't give a fuck. Ain't no way in hell.
I get that's your stance, but I'm just saying, some females be feeling like, nigga, I love you. I'm not here for your money,
no,
so I don't
show me.
sign it.
I need you to show me.
That's what some females feel.
I need you to show me because the statistics and the facts and the stats show that's not what the fuck it is.
Nigga talk about the statistics.
No, for real. We all know that, Al. That's what people do. You get what I'm saying? And then it's certain things that like the nigga, what's my man, like, was that Elon Musk or one of them? Like, I guess he gave his wife like half of Amazon and $1 billion or some shit like that.
Bezos.
He
The
did
nigga
some
that
shit like
owned. Oh fuck!
Boston.
You heard what he said recently?
What? Who?
The nigga that owned Ball Stools.
Portnoy.
Oh yeah, he said that. He said
He didn't say that. That nigga said
my ex-wife got an account. She still got access to his account.
yeah.
That's love,
and
bro.
they
She was
asked
there
him-
when he had nothing.
right, and they asked him if she wanted to take the money. He said first of all he felt like if she wanted to do anything, she would have been took the
did it.
money. But if she wanted, Shay asked him like, yo, if she wanted to take the money and use that shit because she has a new boyfriend, and use it for her new marriage, will he stop it? And he said no. He said he feel like number one, she was there. He said he couldn't afford a hamburger.
Yeah.
She was there as he built everything up.
Yeah.
So he gonna make sure she good. And he said even if she did want to take that money, if she wanted to take $250K because she needed it for her wedding, that she's able to do that. And he's never taken her off. She would always have access to his money.
I think that would be an issue. I think that would be me because the way my heart's set up. If I was with a female right now and she helped me get and become a millionaire and then we didn't make it, I think I would still make sure that she was okay. I would still make sure
I feel like there's different ways to go about that.
But you're not going to have access to my account. I'm fucking sorry.
Like, I feel like I could
if I have to have a weekly setup to where it takes a certain amount out to put in your bank account, that's different. But for you to have total, and see, you got to pay attention to what niggas say. He didn't say which bank account, and he didn't say that was his only bank account. He said she has access to one of his bank accounts. You get what I'm saying? So
I mean, I still want to do that.
You get what I'm saying?
Now, what I would have done
that might be the bank account that's got money in it just in case she wanna. This the bank account you have access to it. If you need money, it's there. But that's not his main account. You get what I'm saying? That's that type of. I
can have 10 accounts. I'm not doing that. Now, what I would have.
I did that with my mother.
I wouldn't have left her dry, but I would have gave her.
Not my real mother, but I did.
I would have gave her a lump sum. And then because that nigga is the owner of Ball Stools. Yeah, whatever she got going on, I would have gave her a position. I would have gave her a position within the company or gave her equity within the company. I think
she does have percentage in his company.
And it's like, yo, you don't gotta come to the office now. You can work from home. But I need you to do X, Y, Z, and now you're on the payroll with everybody else bi-weekly, whatever number that we both are comfortable with, on top of the lump sum I gave you, on top of the equity that I give you. So now you have 3 different types of income that came from me, and they're all like longevity, basically. So I'm still making sure that you're right. I'll just, me personally, wouldn't just have my bank account open for you to take. But in those 3 ways, I will make sure that you're straight.
Absolutely. I still would make sure my kids' mothers was straight. Shit.
But that's your kid.
But I've done it, and I've done it and kids? Got fucked at the same time. Like.
Do they have kids?
I don't know.
Who?
Him.
Boston, though? I don't think so.
Portnoy? I don't think so.
I don't think
Bezos,
so.
No.
I've done it to where I've made sure my kids' mothers.
I mean, that's different,
it was
though.
paying
That's
bills
your kids'
or just
mothers.
making sure they had somewhere to stay, but they wouldn't do that shit for me though. They don't give a fuck about me, bro.
Alright, this is really my last question. Cause we about to wrap it up. This is my last question. Do y'all?
They always about to wrap it up when I start to stalk my shit. Pay attention.
We honestly
we
be saving you.
Yeah,
because with the fuck you said at the end of the last episode, you should want to be saved. Do y'all feel like because Papoose went live, he's a sassy man? Because they're bashing him right now, calling him sassy because he went live to defend himself.
I don't think so.
I don't either.
I don't think he's sassy.
And I don't like that men always got to be called sassy because they're defending themselves.
It was a long time before Papoose said a lot of shit,
He was quiet for fucking years.
For years, he didn't say a lot of shit,
nigga said he wrote conceited.
He said, that nigga burnt, yo. He started, and then once he said it, I started to like, wait, that do sound like some shit. He was right, yo.
Oh my God, they said so.
Cause he a lyrical genius, he just can't make music.
They added that nigga like, so
he
did you write conceited? Yeah, I wrote that shit too. I'm like, oh, I bet, my boy. Damn. I don't think he's sassy though. I feel like he was quiet for so long.
Bro.
He dealt with so much, and y'all can't call him sassy because he decided they saying, oh, because he really took a camera, put the camera up, press live, and went on the rant.
It don't matter, but with
that's not the nigga.
Shit is crazy,
so it's
bro.
okay.
To just take it.
That's what I'm saying. It's okay for her to say whatever, and he can't come to his defense. And then they kept saying, "Oh, the kids got to see this kid." So even if he have a conversation
So why
with
they
his
say it to
kids,
Remy?
right? But no,
Remy been doing a lot of goofy shit.
But it's justified for her, as
It
we
is,
all
'cause
know,
she a
because
woman.
she's a woman. But he defended himself after being how fucking long they
She
got it, 20
fucking-
years or some shit like
she
that.
dating Papoose 2.0. Because both of them
Nah.
niggas country. They both just can't dress. They
But
both
you could
look
take
crazy.
Papoose. You can't take that nigga. You see that gap?
She
You could
got.
fit
She made
two-
him get braces.
I don't give a fuck what she made him get. You can fit 2 teeth in between there. That nigga
And he
like a
went and
little
got
ass
him a Remy
possum.
2.0. She just a boxer. They both. You got a motherfucker that kind of favor Remy, and then she got a nigga that favor Papoose. They moms would just all have a big ass orgy.
That girl.
Just have a big ass orgy.
Yo, you said that nigga said he wrote conceited.
He wrote
Swear to God, they
conceited.
added that nigga. As soon as that nigga got off
Yeah,
live,
he
they was
burnt
like,
for
"So I
that,
got a
man.
question. Did you write conceited?" That nigga would say, "Yes, the fuck I did."
That nigga said,
And the only thing I kept saying in my head is, "I'm conceited. I got a reason." I said, well, "That nigga
I got
funny
one more
as
question
hell."
before we get out.
put your right hand up.
Because
Put your left hand up.
yeah, I got one more question before we get out because we didn't, and this is what we forgot today. We
Mental health
didn't do
check-in.
mental health check-in. We didn't do that, so this is a perfect question to ask at this moment, and I want both of you guys to answer it. Right? What advice would you give to someone struggling with self-love? Yeah.
Can't love somebody else unless you love yourself. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, you need to break yourself down and build yourself back up. And I feel like a lot of us don't know who we really are until you do the work to find out who you really are. Everybody know the simple stuff. I know everybody know their favorite food, their favorite color.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what they want to expect out of relationships.
Yeah.
People just deal with whatever because you don't really know what you want. When it comes to yourself, you don't really know who you are in the aspect of your likes and your dislikes, the pros about you, the cons about you, your strengths, your weaknesses. If we could tell people to do that right now, they wouldn't be able to do that. So if you're struggling with self-love right now, you need to deeply look into yourself. Maybe write it down. This is your strength. This is your weaknesses. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. And y'all probably looking at it like that's some bullshit, but it would give you a bigger picture of who you are. So it's like look into yourself, and it's a word I'm looking for. Discover yourself. Find out what it is that you want to do in life. Who do you want to be, and the things you want to accomplish. Read, write. Even if you got to like speak with a professional. If you're struggling with self-love right now, you have to turn to yourself and you have to do the work. And once you find out who you are as a whole, then you will know who you are. But you can't feel like you out here loving people and you can't love yourself and you don't even know what self-love is. It's really about the inner. It's inner. So it's a whole internally thing. And I don't think people get that. Like, if you work on yourself internally, the way that it shows externally, it gets to a point where you don't recognize yourself, but you just grew in a certain aspect, and it's just like, damn, I'm a better person. And you never knew that because you never thought about taking the steps or doing the work.
Agreed. Now, but to piggyback off of that, I feel like do all of that, but in the mirror. You feel me? Because it's easy to talk down on yourself. Oh man, I'm so stupid. I fucked up. Oh man, I'm so dumb. I did this. Oh, I don't feel like I'm pretty enough. I don't feel like I'm good enough. Look at yourself in the mirror and say those things. Do all that work that Shawnee talked about, but do that in the mirror. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk to yourself. Break yourself down. Listen, like, you don't like yourself. You think you ugly. You don't like the rings around your eyes. You don't like the motherfucking... You got a fat neck. Yeah. Fucking talk about that shit. Right?
Stupid.
But at the same time, don't just break yourself down. You got to build yourself up. You got to compliment yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got a fat neck, but look, you got a pretty forehead. So, I don't know, yeah.
Say positive affirmations.
Say positive affirmations.
And have that confidence that
sometimes
you can grow and be a better person.
Down,
no,
you gotta have realistic conversations.
It's a great,
with yourself.
yeah, you got to.
I always say
those realistic conversations, boy, they hurt.
I always say, like, you know, being that I'm in therapy or whatever, hardest part in the beginning about being in therapy was being able to look myself in the mirror and hold myself accountable for the things my therapist was telling me that I was wrong about. Looking yourself in the mirror and seeing that shit is like, damn. But that's the thing about therapy, I feel like, because everyone has different experiences, how they feel about it. It's just like you could look yourself in the mirror and you could go talk to a therapist. Are you going to do the work? That's the part
That's
that
the
gets
part.
you.
Right.
So it's like I'm looking myself in the mirror and I'm seeing, like you said, all these things, right? But now when I'm saying this shit out loud, and now your therapist is like, because my therapist hold me accountable, which I believe all therapists hold people accountable. And when I already know when he about to say some shit he's about to say, you got to take it in, and then moving forward, you got to apply that. And doing the work is the hardest part, because you're stuck in habits for so long, so now you got to break the habit. And then,
I think for a lot of people, they're stuck in their habits.
yeah, it's still habits
That's
that
a
I'm
part of
stuck in.
being, me too.
It's
a part,
about
a good thing to be
about being an
broken down, though.
adult, learning and growing,
Yeah,
all this shit.
I'm learning.
No one's
like
perfect.
I always explain, I'm still at 36 years old. I'm learning myself again.
I'm be 90,
I
still
got broken
learning and
down,
growing.
and I'm building myself back up slowly, but surely, every day, learning new things about myself. Still trying to find myself. You get what I'm saying? And that's it's a part. It's a journey. Cause you thought you knew yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like I've always said, I found myself in situations to where we gonna be here all night. Yeah, it's a journey. It's a journey. We didn't do self-awareness checking, but mental health checking. But
my mental health checking for the week was 8.5.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
And I got my pew pew.
You got your people. Mine's was I would say mine's was a 9 this week. I got some papers, so that put the point down, but mine was a 9. I ain't even tell I gotta show you. I ain't even tell you about that.
You ain't had that shit? It's always positive. I mean, or negative.
What?
The papers.
No, it wasn't negative.
No, it can't. All the tests came back negative, right?
Get the fuck out of here. The fuck? Then you went left. This motherfucker. I was confused. Like, what? Negative? Everything negative, baby. Everything came back negative. Matter of fact, I gotta go get me a checkup. I gotta check my calendar.
Oh, now you use his calendar.
No, it's on there.
That nigga, one thing I said about Wu,
I'm telling you.
Wu bleeds his notes app.
I'm telling you, I got notes. I got shit in my calendar.
Everything he go to show me, notes app. That nigga don't play about that notes app.
I got notes.
iOS 19, they doing the update, so you gonna be happy.
Yeah, it is.
With the notes app.
Yeah.
With the notes app, the messages, they changing our icons too. They gonna be circle.
Oh.
They're not gonna be square no more.
See, I was one thing.
And with the messages, you're gonna be able to put for your messages. Like the drop down is you're gonna be able to put like unimportant, important.
You know how they got the password on the messages now? If I had that, you know how many relationships that would have saved for me?
I don't want to talk about this.
If they had needed a password to get into my messages, into my Instagram, I would have still been in some of these relationships, bro.
Let's not talk about this.
Al said something earlier when we was at Lacia event, and I was like, yo, I learned something new today. But goddamn, we done drunk punch and Don Julio and tequila and vodka.
No, I'm trying to remember what he said.
We was outside too.
He was outside. He said,
"We ain't asking you. I'm just trying to remember. I know not to ask you right now."
Damn, man, I'm telling you.
I remember.
I'm telling you, we had a long day, y'all. We had a long day today.
I got a quote to end. It's okay. Who's tired? I gotta go tuck him in.
That is the punch, bro. We had a long day. Al yawning. We had a long day. We've been drinking liquor, punch, dancing, Al shouting.
Yo, my boy's rocking his hips.
Everything, rocking his hips. Y'all gotta understand.
The motivational quote for this week is: when you think you have done enough, do a little more, because someone out there is working harder than you.
Fire.
That's fire. Shout out to y'all. Episode 14.
Episode 14. We want to thank you guys for everything. The subscribers.
Keep liking, subscribing. Keep subscribing.
The follows on Instagram. Like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube page. Also to the U and Street podcast. listen to the audio on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep, tapping in. We want to hear feedback from you guys. Still can email us at the Shawnee Talks Podcast at gmail.com. If you guys are open to, giving us things, we shout you guys out and want us to wear your things. We're going to have some upcoming guests coming up very soon that I think y'all will be happy to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we just appreciate y'all. We getting better and better every week. Y'all know our favorite word is consistency because we've been being consistent from day one.
Sir.
And y'all know. Y'all fuck
Like,
with
subscribe,
me.
comment.
Y'all fuck with me and
Shout
Will
out to
for
Union
real.
Street Podcast. Like, subscribe, comment.
Y'all fuck with me and
Y'all
Will
know
for
the
real.
vibes.
Y'all fuck with me and Will for real.
It's gonna be a journey.
Y'all fuck with me and Will for real.
That's a mixtape.
Y'all fuck with me and Will for real. Oh yeah, coming up, we got some shit coming up too.
What?
We about to have some drops.
Some drops?
Yeah, we got you. Chill.
What you mean, we? What you talking about?
No, bro, me and Al got you. Chill, bro. We about to have our own personal drops.
Fall back, shorty.
Fall back, shorty. Fall back. You ain't ready for all that.
And we're out. You gotta do that shit to you. The same shit you be doing to people.